dictate the draft, so to speak. In this case, Faramis and Arlot, I think Faramis wasn't banned out in the first game, and this time around, Team Liquid PH, they're cooking something. Just let them cook. As well, Ling and Chip, you don't want to leave it open, especially not in the hands of JP and or Carl Teasy, the GOAT for that matter.
Of course, yes. Thank you by calling him by his actual name. But I think that the Faramis ban here, it kind of feels like Sanji wants to pick up the Zosk.
Yeah.
I mean, I was theory crafting beforehand about, Zosk coming into the meta, and if he did come into meta, what would be the natural counters against him? It's either people who can break down the Nightmarish spawn really, really quickly, or at the very least has a better, decent utility option, right? And that second life is really important. But the fact that they also banned out the Arlet means they're willing to give Lo Yi up for grabs. I could be wrong here. Yeah, there's Ruby as well, so it's up to Bigatron Beta. Does Lo Yi go through? Does Zask go through? What about Zhu Xin?
Even Harris actually could be open here for...
Yeah, Zhu Xin's banned out. So.
There's a change already with the banning pattern for our meta.
Sanji Zask, we called it,
The Zask!
Yeah, the Zask again. There's another way to counter the Zask, but I don't think it fits this meta. It's the Rafaela, because you dismiss the slow coming in from the Zask as well. Because the slow from his Nightmare spawn is just so annoying. But they first picked the Angela, so that signals to me they kind of want to pick something that is a tank jungler.
Yeah. And it's the same idea with the movement speed and even healing from the Rafaela.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to dive on this Zask, if ever, so I kind of feel like for Bigger Beta, they could actually secure maybe a Terizla in here. Although Terizla versus a Zask, I think it's difficult. So yeah, we're on the Moscow side. First game they also used Moscow, right? Yeah.
Yes, they did use the Moscow. You can look at him in his beautiful, it's subtly malnourished, but very, very low body fat body here. And then there's Carl Teasy showing up with the Roger. Then go. But once again, when we're looking at this draft,
okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay, just when I thought the Roger was to be on the jungle side.
The jungle side, yeah, it's actually the fact. I haven't seen this man play Fanny in a very long time.
Very long time.
This will be interesting, but once again, I think it's going to boil down to whether or not the gold laners can actually find the space that they need, because I feel like it's so much easier for Benny QT when there's so much damage on his team that executing people one by one is not a problem to do compared to Moscow, who has to continuously position perfectly every single time.
Yeah. So that's the Boxia. Definitely going into the jungle right here. Yeah. I was thinking the utility jungle, because
just when
if
you
you have
said
Angela, Angela kind of doesn't really work with any other assassins except for the Ling, because you can stay in the battle longer, but or maybe even the Lancelot. But I never seen Lancelot for a long while because of the amount of CCs that they bring into the table.
Lancelot that we've known before.
Yeah.
He's changed a lot.
You've changed, Lancelot.
You've changed.
No
wonder Odette doesn't like you anymore.
This relationship ain't gonna work, Mr. Lancelot.
It's not you, it's me.
But I want to say though, I want to bring us back to that the draft, right?
Okay.
Bigatron had the option to pick up the Roger. Why would you want to give the Roger over to Benny again?
I think it's one of those
comfort, or
I think it's one of those things when you look at the Zosk and you're like, how do I get out of it, right? How do I deny the slow? I could push back the Nightmare spawn, but then he could reposition back into me, or I could hop away.
Or the kiting.
Yeah, or the kiting as well. And I think it's a little bit more reliable on Moskov than it is for Roger. That's what I personally feel. But now we're coming into the second part of the pick and bans. We're seeing that Chi-Chi has been taken out. Edith as well. It's going to be Terizla on top of the Barats. A lot of EXP-focused bans.
They want to give Sanford an easy lane. But that's just it. It's like, once Sanford gets an easy lane, he starts that rotation. It's going to be a scary, scary thing for Bigatron Beta to deal with. That could be in the hands of maybe even a Yu Zhong even. Now, Paquito.
Paquito, yeah.
Pac-Man.
It's a good pick if ever. And I really like the Grok, by the way, here for Bigatron Beta, because fast clearing of minion wave, you have Angela as the mid laner. There's a high chance. Oh, okay. Expert, just when we said it's gonna be a utility jungle, why not fight it with true damage? Export.
Yeah, I think that overall, they want them... I mean, they know that they're going to play tanks anyway. They know that the Boxia, they need a way to kind of peel it off. They've got the Tigreal as well to create space. I think that my only issue right now is the fact that Angela going into the mid lane, 9 out of 10 times doesn't usually work. That's personally for me, right? The statistics are also saying that it's at least, what, 48% win rate overall for the past, like, what, 6 months? But that you know, that data can be thrown out. It's easily skewed here.
Oh man, Team Liquid PH are looking so good.
Yeah.
Very, very beefy boys. You got second life on the Zask, and you got Carl's easy to go to deal with. Enough said.
Even the Xborg actually has the Firaga armor, you know? It's, it's like
second
a
life.
pseudo second life.
Actually, he has 3 lives. Once
Three lives, yeah.
First or second item, immortality, that's it. Like, you got to take him down 3 times.
He was a former gymnast.
Yeah. And then Paquito definitely going to get picked up over here. You need to find a way to get through to that backline or at least clear the long lane. I think that's the macro game that Biggestron Beta are trying to play around. That's how you typically use the Paquito. Like, sort of like a bootleg Benedetta in a way. Like, just stay in the side lanes and just clear the way. Once that lane priority is pushed in your favor, then I'll join in the team fights. You can find that flank.
I don't know. Personally, for me, I'm thinking that Biggestron Beta's lineup as of right now, as much as it is macro-oriented, itemizing against it is going to be super easy. They don't have a lot of magic damage, plenty of regular physical, something that TLPH could maybe take abuse of. But with that being said, I'm going to give it over to our casters to take care of you guys. Enjoy the show. It's going to be Churro Chantel's cast, the CCC. Please take it over.
Thank you so much, Gideon. What do you think about this? I want to ask you, what do you think about this lineup of both teams?
Honestly, favoring TLPH a little bit more, not being biased or anything, but I'm just excited to see Carl TZ back in his assassin prime. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's been so long. MSC is always like either a Kai, Baxia. He's put in a very, very uncomfortable position, but right now, Snapdragon Pro is just where he's able to experiment with how far he can go with his assassins, and Fanny is his assassin of choice. So
Snapdragon saw it first. You guys saw it first here at Snapdragon. So Cartesi is back with his Fanny, and I kind of feel like there's a huge difference in terms of the jungle already. For Team Liquid PH and Bigger and Beta, I'm not sure how the rotation will be for Lynch here on this game. Which one is going to be the faster in terms of jungle? Is it going to be the Fanny or Baxia?
I feel like it's still going to be the Baxia. A little bit faster. Until maybe the mid-game power spike. Once you hit like maybe level 5, you have a little bit more itemizations going in. But Fanny really needs to be able to find those easy pick-off targets. Take a look at the emblems. Nothing really interesting stands out to me, but just that Team Liquid PH, you see Ben Kitty. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay. First cables and a first blood for Colteasy.
Oh man, just as I was saying, Blinken, you missed it though.
Yeah.
Colteasy.
And he's not even level 4 during that time. It was just like a Naxu doing some visioning, like giving a vision to his teammates, and then Cartesi was there. Might as well get a kill.
Very, very punishing for TLPH. But if you look at the emblems just now, as I was saying, I want to bring back to that point. Very, very aggressive battle spells for every single member. But hold on a second, Naxu in a spot of bother once again.
Ooh, that is going to be the second death for Naxu on this game. And that's going to be very detrimental for them, considering that he's going to be the first one supposedly to be at the position on this turtle objective. So 2-0 for TLPH on this game. Things are looking good from this Filipino team.
But same cannot be said for Biggestron Beta. First turtle spawned up. Does look like both teams doesn't really want to contest. Okay, JP already starting that pull with Naxu, but being a utility jungle, this is your forte. The dance, the turtle dance, the lord dance, and you're not going for it straight away. You're giving Carl TZ time to get in position to contest for this one. But then again, you're being a little bit passive. You don't want to give too many kills to them because they can just walk all over you and snowball their way through. But hold on.
That's true. That's going to be a setup play. Marzi is down. We can see the players of Team Liquid PH getting ready for this entry from Lynch. We can see the last entry, but in front of the players of Team Liquid PH, it's going to be Lynch on the Retribution on this turtle objective.
Okay, just winning against the GOAT is actually not an easy task, so props to Lynch. They're buying a little bit more time for them to really come on online. Everything is over the hands of Pin in the late game. They really need to be able to hit that maybe 14, maybe 16-minute mark for Pin to really come online. But hold on.
Okay.
Another fight. This is a very, very high octane match.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not really sure of who's going to win here at the bottom lane. Yeah, you know, the skill set of this heroes are like on par. Even the set up tanks, both JP and Naxus Hero. And what I really like for this one is Bigtron Beta is just optimizing the potential of having a utility jungle. He knows that his retribution damage is higher as compared to Carl TZ. That's why they went in for the steal. So, so far, just the usual. So same as game number 1. Things are a bit on the slow pace of the game.
Yeah, that's the JP I know. Very, very aggressive. Just opening up that map, giving that intel to the rest of the team so that he is able to rotate optimally towards any single lane. Wherever there's a fight, there's JP. Whenever JP comes in, makes a nice set, Sanji follows up. So the rotations from TLPH is still on point as of this time, especially for big major objectives like the turtle coming up in 30 seconds.
You know what? What I really like also is Pin's positioning. Then he knows that there's a possibility or high chance that Carl TC will go onto his lane. That's why he's not really forcing himself to like really clear the minion wave that deep. So it's more on the safe side, you know. But okay, one charge here for Natsu. Carl TC is low on life. Nightmare Spawn has been used as well, so it might be a counter kill here for Team Liquid PH. But at the top lane, Sanford with the flicker out.
Oh no!
He's still gonna be alive, I guess. Okay, he's alive.
Yeah. Pin doesn't want to make any moves that he will regret the rest of his life. And even though he lands the SOD all the way from downtown, he just doesn't want to follow up. There's like one more hit. There's no one right there. The turtle will be the main objective for both teams. Team TLPH already setting everything up. JP trying to push everyone away.
We could see a diversion play, or setup play rather, for JP, but there's not going to be an engage from both of our teams. They're more on the safe side. The objective has been taken. Let's focus on getting more objectives rather than forcing a team fight. Yeah,
getting those power spikes before putting everything into one basket and trying to go for all these kills. I don't need all these kills. I don't really have a Sky Piercer now. I have a lot of damage with Sanji in the fray. If they want to come in, let them come. The water's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's
don't be shy.
Warm.
Yeah. We'll open. We'll address your concerns. As long as you want to. So 3-0 for this game, almost 6 minutes, and things are looking good, really good actually for your Team Liquid PH, and we're looking for that counter set from Bigatron Beta. I kind of feel like they're not really optimizing the potential of their Angela. I think that this is where what you said earlier, that it's not really. We're not really used to seeing Angela with a utility tank. It was effective way back, but now I don't think so.
It is still yet to be questioned because there's a lot of experimentation still going on, and using that ultimate. Oh, hold on a second, mid side. Carl TZ almost taking out Saruzi, but will not amount up to anything.
Yeah, that was close. I saw Saruzi using that flicker on the mini map. So things are looking good still for your Team Liquid PH, even limiting the possible rotation areas for Bigatron Beta, and that's really crucial because most of the time, if you have a proc, you want it to be like really roaming in all the areas of your enemy team. But for Team Liquid PH, they're not giving the opportunity for Bigatron Beta.
Yeah, it's very interesting how to see like, oh, actually, Carl TZ takes down another kill down the mid side. You see the hand cam, how fast his fingers are moving.
And kudos to the cameraman and production actually, because they knew that Carl TZ
was actually going for the kill.
Yeah, even before getting that kill, but at the bottom lane, that is going to be a kill for Team Liquid PH, but a counter kill as well for Bigatron Beta. So we could see Lynch giving the intel for his teammates that we have players here. JP with a flicker out, uses that conceal, and Sanji is ready for the counter play for Team Liquid PH. Here comes a gorgeous barrier. Carl TZ is here! Almost dead though, but still alive. The turtle is already low alive. Who's gonna get this retribution? You can see the implosion here. That is a nice setup play, but the Nightmare Spawn is there. JP is gonna be down, but Lynch will secure that turtle for Bigatron Beta.
Yeah, Carl TZ actually went back. He doesn't want to risk it, but nice implosion just to buy enough time for BenQT to try to attempt to take a turtle. But this is where the momentum really shifts towards the favor of Bigatron Beta, where they can actually find a little bit more aggression down on these lanes, especially once the purple buff respawns on the side of TLPH. That's where Carl TZ will be. It's very reliant. You can read his minds, and that's, I think, what Bigatron Beta really needs to do.
And what's also good for Bigger and Better, one thing that I've noticed is that they're really like giving space to pin.
Yeah.
So like just push on the other lanes. That's why for Team Liquid Team Liquid PH, it's as if they are a bit forcing on setting up a play, to which, by the way, they're doing here at the other side of the map. JP with an implosion, Better with a kill, and we could see the players of Bigger Beta running for their life. So it's a nice initiation there, and it's not done yet because we could see and hear a conceal. Marzi is going to be the target, but he has the potential to get a kill. Counterplay here for Bigger Beta, and we could see Sanford without the frog armor, pin on the damage. He's back, and he's alive, and he gets a kill against 40 of Team Liquid
here
PH.
comes Carl.
Okay.
He's right in the fray. They might go for re-engage. No. They back off. That's the discipline. As scrappy as that fight was, TLPH, even though they lost Sanford and JP, they took down the buffs. They took down the T1s down the mid side, cracking open a huge chunk of the jungle, giving them a lot of vision play, a lot of macro play to work with. Man, I was contemplating, hey, Sanford and JP, maybe you shouldn't just chase after this one.
Marzi earlier.
Yeah, Marzi earlier, but actually, it mounted up to a lot of very good things because the implosion from JP really set up the rest of the fight.
That's true, that's true. So for Bigger Beta, knowing that their opponent has the potential to like go for an overextension during a team fight, they could go for a bait play, like come here, let's do the team fight here, and then surprise them with a kill, maybe a wall charge from Naxu from behind. But we'll see as Lord is being started here. I think it's more of a bait play, more like they want to focus more on getting other objectives, specifically as to what Cartesius is doing.
Yeah, definitely. This is a cross-map play, and Team Liquid PH is really winning that macro game. Now you're sending Marzi up that top side. Fanny can just very well swing her way down to the Lord Pit. Once they know that Paquito is up on top, they might be able to attempt to go for a fight. Now they know where Pin is. That's the win condition for Bigatron Beta. That's the only source of damage that will come through in this team fight. Lanes are pushing in the favor of TLPH, looking very, very, steady in this Lord dance. Sanford trying to pull that Lord out. He can heal everything back up because he has that War Axe anyways.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard for Nax actually to have this battle of attrition against Sanford because this is a true damage versus a Grok. So this is going to be a long one, considering that the Cartesius is just on the way. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a long one because it was a reset for our teams. So they have to pin the location of pin. So it's going to be a pinned location. Got it? You got it?
Yeah, I got a pin location.
Yeah, they need a pinned location because pin now is like the main damager of Bigatron Beta.
Yeah, they're doing it very well. They kind of know where Pin is at all times. They know that he's right there on that Lord Pin. This is a very, very crucial mistake because Bigatron Beta, they kind of know where Ben and QD is, but they don't know where the rest of the team is. But they're pretty much open for the rest of TLPH to make a move, and they're making a move.
Okay, we can see the one shot from Naxo, but it's already low life. What a nice implosion play here from JP. So 2 players down for the side of Bigger Beta. They're not done yet. They're forcing a kill against Sanji. So a kill versus
going
Sanji.
Crazy.
And we can see Pin pinning down JP. That is going to be a double kill for the marksman of Bigger Beta at the middle lane. A triple kill. Somebody has to stop Pin here.
Yeah, it was so tough because Sanji, he made the wrong move. Pin was just waiting on that back line until the ultimate, the Zask ultimate ended before he made his move. But Cartesi wants to attempt to try to go for Pin. But the hard guard just in the nick of time.
That was close. That was close for Cartesi. We could see now the potential, the full potential of the Moscow of Bigger Beta as to why they're getting this Lord without anyone from Team Liquid PH contesting this. So it's kind of hard now for Cartesi.
Yeah.
Way back, I remember it was a Moscow that is a natural counter against a Fanny.
Yeah, you just pin her to the wall because she likes those walls, the wall steel cables and that combo down there. In this case, though, I think TLPH still has the upper hand, even though they lost that Lord. 2K gold lead up ahead. They push down that top side, buying a lot of time for that Lord. Bigatron Beta, Pin is starting to grow, is starting to show. But this is a lot of fruits into one Pin. You know what I'm saying? It's if TLPH manages to take Pin down, that's it. They don't really have. Yeah, it's a Pin down.
Yeah. If they don't get the Pin, is Sirusi a good alternative for Team Liquid PH? Because earlier I think Pin was like saved because of the hard card, but he's always hiding.
Yeah, that's where the Fanny comes into play.
Oh,
Carlton really needs to make a right move, trying to identify the right targets down before any of these big, massive team fights would happen. Because Cartesi doesn't need to engage into these team fights. He's like a janitor. He's cleaning up all the aisles wherever there's a mess. And Bigatron and Beta, they're starting to push back.
Yeah, and I feel like for the next objective, like a Lord fight for both teams, they need to focus on taking down one player instead of forcing to secure an objective against the other. So it's going to be a long Lordance probably. But the good thing is that for Team Liquid PH, they still have this turret at the middle lane, which is very crucial. On this man, you can see the one charge in the middle lane.
Sanford's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. 3 lives, right? For
3 lives. He got no. He's got no immortality. So like maybe a second lease of life. From that as well. But Coltese actually doing a lot of work, man.
Oh, he's been down on the wall. Who's gonna be the target here? We can see Lynch. He doesn't have the buff though. And Kong, TZ is down. Here comes the side of Bigatron Beta. They're fighting against Betty Cutie is down. Implosion play, but there's no damage here for Team Liquid PH. There's no gonna be setup play for them. There's no counter engage for them. There's no damager for Team Liquid PH. As to why Bigatron Beta takes another kill against Team Liquid PH. Sanford is alone. Oh, he has JP, but Sanford is fighting for his life under the turret. Lynch and even Siruzi backs away. And Morsi would secure the kill against Sanford. 4 players down for Team Liquid PH.
Pin is just crazy right now. 1v3 into a 1v4. Into the implosion, timing his skills just right, getting out of there, taking a lot of gold. He's still sitting on top of this. It's a very, very close game at this point. This is the first lead that Bigatron Beta has over the entirety of this series, and they could very, very well come back. Team Liquid PH desperate in maintaining all these lane pressures as the Lord is spawning up. This is Coltese's job, and he's constantly doing this, but Bigatron Beta is protecting Pin.
Yeah. And take note, by the way, that Cartesi wasn't able to secure his purple buff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for this next team fight for Cartesi. So last break of hope probably for Team Liquid PH is to have the Retribution Lord still against Bigatron Beta. I heard a conceal. Or I misheard that, but yeah, there's gonna be a setup play at the middle lane. One charge
missing
for
one charge.
So missing that one charge, but Betty Cutie takes the kill.
Marzi for the flank.
By Cartesi. Here comes Team Liquid PH. They need to pin down Pin, but Pin doing those free hits against Sanford. Sanford is down. Somebody has to stop Pin. Somebody has to stop this Moskov. 2 players down for Team Liquid PH, but they have the Lord on the top lane.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's hard. It's hard.
Can someone take him down? Coltese tries.
He even uses Wind of Nature. Okay. That is against Betty Cutie.
That's a scary Moskov.
That is a scary Moskov. But we have Sanji and even Betty Cutie here. We have the Lord for Team Liquid PH at the top lane. So this game is extended for another maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know, but it's going to be a long one. For Cartesi, he needs to maximize that TP he has.
Oh,
the TP out!
It misses!
It's out!
Oh man, this was this close!
That was close!
Woo! My heart!
Shout out to Paramore, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Paramore.
But yeah, Bigatron Beta, they were able to defend as a Lord. Nice defense for them. And I gotta say, since it's the late game, right?
Yeah, it's late game. Sanji is actually not a lot of damage. You can see that he plants his ultimate. He plants his Nightmare spawn. Bigatron Beta just takes down the spawns. But now actually TLPH just pushing back, even though Bigatron has the wall charge.
Nice wall charge there. 3 is gonna be stunned, but Daxu's gonna be down. You can see the last insanity here by Sanford, but look at Pin, just pinning down the players of Team Liquid PH. Sanji is down as well, so Samson duo's out, but Medicute is gonna be killed here. Double kill for Pin.
Oh, Marzi takes out one more. Are going in? Okay, at the very least, he took down Pin, buying a lot of time for TLPH to come back online. There's 20 seconds on the clock for Sanford.
No, wait, he's the only player to defend.
They don't have attack. They don't have damage.
Oh, they don't have the damage though. Cortez has to caught this minion wave. So Bigger Beta should go for the tower lock, but look at Cortez is struggling to defend, struggling to stop Bigger
Oh no,
Beta.
he misses.
And it is
Separating
what it is.
3.
That is
That's it.
That's it. We're
going game 3.
heading to game 3.
What? Bigatron Beta. Everyone counted them out, but they took down the first place of MPL PH Season 13. The champions of MPL PH. What?